Hey guys, it's Pekka from Brother Firetribe, and you're watching GRIMM TV.
How are you today?
I'm good. I'm great, despite the weather. But I feel like there's a sunshine radiating through me. Because, this has been. I just finished a radio thing. They're going to play our new album all the way from the first song until the end, and that was fun. It's good to see you, man.
Good to see you too. Now, the situation in the world is a bit tricky, but you got to play a show not too long ago in Finland.
Yeah, we did it. We had a chance to play 2 festivals, and that's about it. But it's better than nothing. But times are strange, obviously, for everyone. But just to get a chance to go out there and play again, it was a treat. It was strange, of course, because it was not your average festival gigs. In terms of the way people were situated and all the restrictions, but still it was a live setting, which is the best part of the whole deal of what we do. That's why I am in a band, to go out there and play in front of people. So it was strange but great.
Yeah, I saw a couple of pictures. Looked quite fiery.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, we had a chance because a friend of ours does that pyro thing, and he said, "I have nothing better to do. Would you guys like to have a couple of extra bombs on stage?" Yeah, bring it on.
I guess that's a good segue to your new album that's coming, Feel the Burn.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Goes nicely with that.
It's coming next week.
18th, yeah.
Next week, Friday.
I have no idea where we're going right now, but yeah, something along those lines.
I'm guessing it's been a while since you released a new album. I'm guessing you're pretty excited about it.
Yeah, of course. Every time. Despite what's going on in the world, but and the cold hard fact that we're not able to go out and play the album. God knows when, I don't know, but every time you put out something new, it's always exciting, and we're just hoping for the best.
It's also the first album you're doing now with Roope on guitars. How was it to
Oh, terrible! He sucks. Jesus Christ! Must be the age difference. He's like 97 years younger than we are, so it doesn't work. Oh, come on. He's just great. When it came time to sit down with Empu, and we realized that it's impossible. If we intend to do something with the album in terms of touring and everything, it just became painfully apparent that it's not going to happen in, let's say, 5 years or something, which is way too long. Or the other chance would have been that Empu would have been on the road for 5 years in a row. So we just had to make that decision, and no bad blood at all or anything, obviously, because what we did was just fair for everyone. So I didn't have any other options than to call up Roope, who might know him from doing the freelancer thing here in Finland, and I knew his ability as a player. I knew his sound, and I knew that he's just, it's a perfect hang. He's a great guy. So I called him up, and it took me about, the phone call took about 30 seconds, and And he said, yeah. And I'm like, cool. And I just kind of informed the other guys that, oh, by the way, we have a new guitarist. You know? So it was all good.
Yeah, when I saw the change in a way, it was not too surprising for me, since Empu is so busy with
but
his other project. It's I don't know. It's
yeah, but on the other hand, I mean, it you know, this time it was just too much, you know, because you know this band was kind of born that way. You know, we did stuff when we were able to, in terms of, you know, how Nightwish is doing stuff. But this time it just got a bit too much, you know. And you know, it's sad, but what the hell? Life goes on, and you know, I'm just you know, Empu's still very much around. You know, he's such a great guy and a great player, and he's a big part of you know, everything that this band has ever done. You know, his unique way of playing and his sound, it's just, you can't take that away. But you know, it's I'm just so happy that things are the way they are right now. I wish nothing but the best for Nightwish, obviously. I mean, Jesus Christ. And we got Roope in, and he's doing a great job, and everybody's enjoying themselves.
I think you can notice it a little bit in like the new music that's Roope now playing. Like it's still very much Brother Firetribe, but you can hear it a little bit. Like there's a bit of it. It's just normal.
Yeah,
but I kind of like it. Like,
yeah. I mean, if a key player, like we're talking about a guitarist here, you know, and if that changes, it changes the whole sound of the band, obviously. Plus, you know, with this album, you know, ever since we started talking about making a new album after the previous record, Sunbound, you know, the first thing that everybody kind of agreed upon was, okay, let's do something different, because you know, all the previous albums have been done the exact same way. You know, we'd write the songs, and me and Tompa, the keyboard player, and then we arrange them together, record them, mix them, and that's it. You know, so the first thing was, okay, let's do something different now, and obviously with the guitarist changing, that makes a whole, you know, a big difference. But you know, just taking a producer, somebody outside the band for the first time, so there you have it. And I love the fact that, you know, we wanted something different, but nothing too dramatically. Like, let's keep the identity of the band that, you know, has kind of come through all these years, but just something, you know, something fresh.
Yeah, and for me personally, somehow that something fresh worked. Like somehow I've enjoyed this album like a bit more than the other albums that I've listened to from you guys.
Cool. I love that.
I know it somehow have even stronger than your older songs, like a bit of a synthwave vibe in it. Mm-hmm. Like it especially in like Night Drive, it really comes like forward there. Was that like on purpose kind of, or just
I don't know, it
happened to be?
It's just, you know, because we don't really, that's why we had the producer, you know. And thank God Jimmy is a guy who knows this band, you know, inside out, you know, to start with. Plus he's a good friend, and he knows we're talking the same language when it comes to what kind of music we like, you know. So it was, so he had this clear vision of how to turn this album into something fresh, but still keeping it very Brother Firetribe. And we actually had to, you know, he was the one to take, you know, hey guys, let's take it back a little. I mean, let's do something traditional, Brother Firetribe. let's not take it that far, because we were like kind of like, yeah, something new, something new. And there's a fine line. You can go so wrong with that, you know, you can end up losing your old fans and not gaining any new ones. You know, I've seen that happen. So yeah, the overall result is just what we wanted.
And you've released already like 3 singles now. From what I saw, there's been like pretty positive reactions to it.
I don't know. I don't really follow, but yeah. I mean, as long as we stand behind what we do and put out 100%, that's enough. And if somebody else likes it, it's always a bonus, you know.
Yeah, of course. I also think that the sound of your voice really fits the kind of synth wave vibe. Like it really like makes me think of things like Carpenter Brute and stuff like that. Like that voice, like it's really similar.
Nice, cool.
Kinda, yeah. It was just when I started listening to your songs now, like before coming here and stuff, like it really like constantly like, hey, synthwave. Like,
yeah.
But yeah.
No, you have a point there, because you know, one thing that we all agreed upon was not to take, you know, if we're about to change something, none of us wanted to go into more metal kind of way, you know. So we were kind of pushing the pop elements,
yeah.
And Jimmy was always kind of pushing back, like, hey, Jesus Christ, guys, don't go that far.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe sometime in the future, like a Brother Firetribe spin-off synthwave project or something, like more poppy.
I'm not ruling that out.
It would work. I wouldn't complain about it.
Yeah, but we still, you know, when I'm saying that we, it's not like we wanted to take the pop road, you know, nothing like that. We always want to have the there. You know, it has to, even though it's popular, it still needs to kick ass. You know? And I think we managed to do that pretty well.
Yeah. It also seems like there's sort of like a theme going through the album of like basically like cars and driving. Sort of like there's a couple of songs that refer to that quite a bit, and like the lyric video with the drive-in movie thing, and then Night Drive itself, the clip, like
I don't know, there's just something appealing and something very cool about driving during the night out into the darkness, you know. There's just something cool about it, and you can play with any kind of theme once you're in that car and driving and it's dark, you know? And you know, that's what Night Drive basically is all about, you know, just about this guy who can't sleep, who has to go out and drive all night, and that kind of you know, that song sparked the idea, you know, it's not your typical single choice really, if you think about it. It's not your typical Brother Firetribe single. Excuse me. And so we shot the video for it, and it turned out really cool. And that kind of sparked the idea of okay, let's take this a bit further. And now we're in the middle of editing a short movie of the whole thing about, you know, it's a story about the guy who drives every night, and now you get to see why he's driving every night. So looking forward to that. I mean, it's coming out. We're editing it right now, and it's coming out after the album is out. So let's hope for the best.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about that because I saw some picture pass by on your Facebook page that we had some fun with this lady, with these ladies or something. I'm guessing that was the recordings of that short movie.
Yeah, if we're talking about ladies, definitely.
Yeah. No, I just think like your music usually brings in some like summer feeling. So it's kind of, in a way, summer is past, but it's kind of nice that your album's coming now. So it feels like an extension of it.
Yeah, that's the idea of you know, the whole Brother Firetribe thing is to make people feel good, you know. Even if the lyrical content is a bit darker, but still somehow even the most melancholy songs that we put out, they somehow have the kind of uplifting feel to it. I don't know how to explain that, but yeah, and now it's coming out as the weather is like that. But you know, I hope it just, you know, reminds people of how fun summer can be.
Yeah, and let's hope it brightens up the lives of some people that have it a bit difficult right now.
I hope so. I definitely hope so, because, you know, speaking for myself, because I'm doing what I do. I sing and play for a living, so I've been pretty much unemployed ever since the whole situation started. So it's been great for each of us to have summer, you know, to have a focus like making a record during this time. So it was really nice to have that.
And I know that for a lot of musicians, it's really nice to kind of like get to help people or their fans with like their music to feel a bit better, and that always makes me wonder if there's like ever someone that came to you like, hey, like this song or your music like really helped me through this or this, like if there's like a story that really like sticks or not really.
Multiple times, and it always blows me off my feet, you know, because I can't believe it, you know, coming from a background of being such a huge music fan and knowing what music means to me, to myself, and hearing those stories when somebody comes up to me and says something like that, I'm always so blown away. Like, I can't believe you're telling me this, you know. And I mean, it's Brother Firetribe. We're doing this for fun, and it means, and it can mean that much to you. It's unbelievable.
When you released the Chariot of Fire single, in the press release, you were sort of joking that Vangelis didn't work along with or didn't work on this. That you just hoped it. That made me wonder, like, if there's any artist besides him that you would love to like work with, like on a song for Brother Firetribe or something.
Oh man, like I just said, I'm such a huge music fan, so many of them. I mean, well, it would be great to work with or to record a song written by some of your, you know, songwriting idols. You know, that would be nice, but I can't really name any names, but you know, there are so many of them. But yeah,
for a big music fan, it's always a bit overwhelming to get that question, like this person.
I hate those questions. Exactly. Yeah. What are your favorite records? Fuck off.
Okay, scratch that question. No. I was also wondering, like you mentioned earlier, you can't really, like, you don't know really how soon you'll be able to play your album. Were there any like discussions to maybe do like one of those like release shows online or something like that?
Yeah.
Is something gonna happen or not really?
I don't know. We talked about it, and we already made some. We had some serious plans for it, but you know, just thinking about it a bit more thoroughly, it's just, I don't know. You know, it's cool for for people, you know, if they follow the band and they can't go out and see us live, okay, maybe it's better than nothing to see us through the iPad or something. But Jesus.
Yeah, I know.
Plus, you know, just being selfish and thinking about the situation. I mean, we did those. We did a couple of those, and it's okay. It's cool, but you know, performing to a fucking camera, it's, you know, I'd rather. I mean, if people just stay patient and you know, wait until the whole madness kind of stops and we're able to get together normally, I'd rather do it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It's also kind of tricky to like do something worthwhile in that live stream thing,
Of course.
because there's been so many happening that you really need to do something special, which kind of asks more like
It costs
money
a
and so on to
shitload
put.
of money. Yeah. And that's the thing, you know.
Yeah.
We can't afford to do it properly. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, that's okay. Let's hope we can actually like see each other in real life,
Exactly.
like you on a stage and we in front.
There you go. Or the other way around.
What, you on a stage? No.
Who knows? Who knows?
Well, I guess we can kind of round this up. Any last message you want to send out in the world still?
That's a bit deep. Send
Well,
out
no,
to the world.
yeah. Well, I would hope there's more people than Finnish people watching this.
Yeah. No, just you know, stay patient and things will get better. And you know, meanwhile, while being patient and waiting, grab a hold of Feel the Burn. It's bound to make you feel good.
Let's do that. Okay, thank you for the talk.
Thanks, Roope. Appreciate this.